Hello everybody and welcome back to Imperator Rome, where we just finished our first war, annexed our first nation, and spent all of our manpower. So that's a thing. We've basically got quite a lot of internal things to do right now. So the first thing I'd like to do is build a building. We've got enough money, and the question is, what building do we build? Well, all of these are settlements except for Yeha, which is a city. So that's a different thing. So first things first, we want to build a settlement. Now, if we look at this, we can see that pretty much all of these only allow one settlement building, because settlements can only have one building. Now, with that in mind, that means that we can set the type of settlement, and that's pretty much it. Alternately, we could build a provincial legation, which would give us pop migration speed and assimilation speed. Now, it might be a good idea to build one of those here, which is where we're planning on colonizing out this way. However, we also may want to just force migrate pops, paying them to move here. Now, we'd need 10 of them here to do that, and that's going to cost us 50 gold, which means that we're not going to be able to construct a building and do that without earning a little bit more gold. So, first things first, let's go ahead and build ourselves a mine in our locations where we can. Or actually, maybe we should build a farming settlement. Get ourselves some more food rolling so we have more room for growth. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So what this is going to end up doing is reducing the number of slaves needed here for a surplus of food, as well as increasing the monthly food modifier that it produces. It's also going to give us a population capacity increase of 2, and a population capacity percent increase, whatever that's supposed to mean, and a migration attraction of 0.5. So we're going to build that there, and that spent most of our money, but we can spend the rest on importing some pops into a wash. And I think we probably want to bring in tribesmen. These are all tribesmen? Yeah, these are all tribesmen. Fantastic. So I'm just going to move, like, say, something like that in. So that brings our population to 7. And then over time, that'll continue to change. Because, of course, we do have a pop growing over here, and we'll just keep putting money into that. Also, for now, our army is marching up to Yeha. So that is perfect. And let's see here. I'm just wondering, have they added a, like, coring system? Oh, this is new. Interesting. And then after 2 years, that until the end of game. Is that a thing for everything? Yes, it is. Good to know. City building slots until end of game. Interesting. We'll look at that later on, probably. But for right now, we need to get our farming settlement constructed and get our troops up to Yeha. We are getting 73 manpower a month right now, which is not a ton, but we'll get our troops replenished over time. Let's see here, what else do we have going on? We do have a scorned family, but we have nothing to do with the scorned family currently. We have no leaders that we need to put in, so we'll just ignore that for now. And we have this guy supporting a pretender, and I'm going to demand that he supports our heir. That'll bring our tyranny up to 2. But that's okay. It'll continue to go down. And hopefully, he'll change his mind on this. That would be nice. We can also afford to move another... Actually, these are slaves that it's moving here, isn't it? Yeah, these are slaves, not tribesmen. There we go. We can move another one of those. And we're going to have a tribesman in 474. We're probably going to just move two more slaves in there, ultimately. Because to colonize this, yeah, it's just pops. It doesn't have to be non-slaves. That's the thing. Now, we can potentially... why is a tribesman demoting here, I wonder? I don't know. Because there's a desired ratio of 0%. Okay. All of this happens automatically now. It's much more like Victoria. Adulia wants an alliance. I'm just wondering... I'm gonna decline that. Are they going to ally with Olodia, though? Or rather, with Axum? They are. They have allied with Axum. Okay, that's gonna be fun. So we're gonna have to deal with that, eventually. In fact, maybe we should ally them. I don't know. We're gonna have to fight both of these guys if we don't ally them. Unless they break that alliance at some point. But I would consider that to be, shall we say, unlikely. And of course, they are way ahead of us on the manpower. 2,000 manpower there compared to 21,000 there, compared to our 73, really negative 6,500. So that's a thing. Let's go ahead and move another pop over here. We'll move from Tana, or rather from Guara, our capital. In fact, we'll move 2. There we go. Tribal people are requesting migration. A sizable quantity of tribal people resident in the city of Yeha have requested permission of the local administrative officers to cross the border into land owned by Axum. The request comes backed up by a generous promise of gold, but our local officials are reluctant to lose such lucrative workers. Yeah... Let's move them to Matara instead. And let's go ahead and colonize this as soon as we have the 10 gold required. That'll take a couple of months. I didn't realize that this cost gold as well, but apparently it does. And we can see that our advances are in progress. We currently have a bad research ratio. We don't have enough citizens. But that is a thing that I believe happens on its own. Yeah. So, not a lot we can do about that right now. I'm just going to right-click it to get rid of the notification. As we start to get more cities and less settlements, that'll become more of a thing. But right now, I want to settle down this direction. Let's see, this would produce what exactly? Base metals. Copper, tin, and lead. Okay. Unsuitable for military purposes, but are used in alloying and decoration. Sounds good. We do, after all, need some iron, but we have to go all the way up here for that. But for right now, we have a lot of internal things that we need to deal with. Specifically, our manpower is pretty garbage right now. The fact that we're gaining 72 a month, though, that's nice. Axum is currently maxed. They're gaining 74 a month. And Adulia over here are gaining 61 a month. And their max is lower than ours. Axum is kind of outperforming us in that regard, but they're also currently maxed, so they're not pulling ahead. That's the important thing there. These guys should be drilling. There we go. And now let's go ahead and colonize this. Excellent. So it looks like that just instantly happens. Interesting. And then we'd need to import some pops here from Awash. Fair enough. So we just move down this way, like that. And then maybe fight these guys. What do they got? 10 cohorts? 18,000 manpower? That'd be doable. What's the supply limit down here? 7. Ooh. Scandalous Dominus. Oh boy. While the occasional rakish and louche tendencies of Neferkare Senuid I don't know why I struggled with that, it's not difficult, are well known throughout the upper circles of Guara, no one was quite prepared for the appalling slew of allegations leveled at him at late. There are growing rumors of terrible indecencies perpetuated on slaves at debauched gatherings honoring the god of wine, where Neferkare and his lewd entourage exhibit and debase their latest acquisitions from the emporia of Debark. Neferkare denies everything in the most stringent terms, claiming the tales to be lies engineered by his political opponents. The gossip is backed by several witnesses who claim to have been besmirched by Neferkare personally. Slaves and virtuous citizens across Tana are demanding government-sanctioned justice to deter these excesses, and we can no longer ignore the situation. So we could lose 10 popularity. We don't have much right now. Neferkare would lose his position in the government. Okay. Every member of the Senuid family would lose 10 loyalty, and it would cost us 14.53 gold. That would be rough. We could lose 5 popularity. Neferkare would gain 5 loyalty, and we'd lose 7 gold. Or we could gain 10 popularity, gain 5 corruption. Why would this gain popularity? That's weird. And then slave happiness would be reduced for 10 years. I feel like this token inquiry is the best option. Although it seems to me like this should be gaining 5 popularity, gaining 10 popularity, and losing 10 popularity. But whatever. We're going to go middle of the road here. And that does mean we're going to be in debt for a little while. So that's a thing. But we're just going to continue spreading down this way for now. This is what, a total of 3 provinces, so that's going to take some money, to be sure. While the investigation into Neferkare Senuid was mainly intended as a symbolic gesture to ease tensions, it's clear after some preliminary groundwork by jurists that the accused is essentially guilty beyond all doubt. It's a minor miracle that this did not come to light sooner. The unspeakable goings-on at the Senuid villa scarcely bear thinking about. It is, however, very hard to ignore just how much situations like these lend themselves to those less scrupulous and willing to earn the debt and gratitude of their colleagues in need. So we could lose additional popularity. We could have him gain loyalty. Or we could gain some corruption. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to wait and see what happens. But our popularity just keeps plummeting. And I'm not very happy about that, honestly. Also, this is happening, our current treasury. Scandal draws to a close. The investigation into the accusations against Neferkare Senuid can finally be brought to a close, and has established his innocence in the matter to the satisfaction of the court. The many concerned parties and witnesses have largely been dismissed as disruptive slanderers, seeking to undermine the reputation of an important member of society for their own nefarious aims. How did this happen? While there may be some small backlash over the seriousness with which the trial was conducted, we've at least staved off a major crisis among the slaves while protecting our interests. So our popularity is plummeting, but we got some money, I guess. That was an unfair trial. We lost 5 stability. But realistically, our stability is going to cost us political influence to gain, and this would gain us just a monthly change increase. And it's already changing by half that amount, so I don't think that's necessary, realistically. Of course, that does mean that we can move some pops over here. I want to bring these down to where they have a pretty similar level. There we go. We're at 9 pops in Carmel now, so we just need 1 more pop moved over. Just checking our experience level. That seems okay. It's probably going to stay at roughly that point. Well, no, it's probably going to be going up as we reinforce, because we're only reinforcing 72 men a month. So that's a thing. But yeah, I definitely want to keep expanding this way over the next little while. And with any luck, this farming settlement will bring us in a fair amount of food and allow our various settlements around here to grow a little bit more efficiently. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Subscribe for more, and next episode we're going to keep expanding this way, and probably target these guys, because I wouldn't mind breaking into the Arabian Peninsula and being able to fight over here, colonize all this stuff. That would be pretty great. But that is something for a future episode. See you all then.